Another really fun thing to do, and this is great for these 2 weeks with Quality Weeks, it's called the 7-Up Challenge. And you take a can of 7-Up and you put 7 white stickers on the can of 7-Up and you set it on your demonstration table. And then what you do is you're trying to date 7 parties in 7 days. And when you date a party for the 7-Up Challenge, they sign your label on your 7-Up can. And what kind of party this is you're gonna go to their home, they're gonna invite 7 people, they're gonna serve 7-Up only, and you're gonna demonstrate 7 products in 7 minutes and be out the door. People love that. Well, what am I doing? I'm dating 7 parties. So I go there, I'm in and out, and then at the end of the week, I close all those parties at my home or at a coffee shop. So I'm not running all over the place, but they will come to me in a 2-hour window, and then I'll close all those parties. You'd be amazed at online. You can Tupper Connect every single one of them. You get a lot of orders, but it's a fun, quick way that people go, oh, I can do that. 7 products, 7 minutes. I don't even have to clean my toilets. They won't even have to go, okay? In 7 minutes. And so they're fun ways. And if you put that on your demonstration table, guess what? Somebody's gonna ask you what it is. Smidget with a string attached. Now this is a really fun thing. This is obnoxious, but I am like that, and I seriously will wear this at a party. I will wear it when I'm walking around the grocery store, and it's called Smidget with a string attached. And what it is again, I'm having a party at my house. In every smidget is a number, 1 through 4. And so if they won't date an in-home party, a real party, I always do that first. Play the smidget game, which I've talked to you guys about before, to get real in-home parties. But if they won't, then I will put this on at the end of the party and I say, I have a challenge for you. This is called a smidget with a string attached. And I'm having an event at my home on such and such a date. I have a flyer all made out. Or if you don't want to do it in your home, Donato's Pizza, you can get the back room. You can get Panera, some of them have rooms you can use. And again, I will do this an all-day thing. And they take a smidget, and it has a 1, 2, 3, or 4 on it. And when they come to my home, they have to have at least $100 to come to my home, and I take their name and everything if they take a smidget. It's not like, oh, take a smidget and I never see you again. No, they have to be committed to doing it. And so they take the smidget. When they come to my home, I have 4 different tables. And it's first come, first serve. So they pick out a gift off table 2 if they had a number 2, number 4 if they had a number 4, with their $100 in orders. If they don't bring me orders, they don't get a gift. I mean, they don't. And they don't come because they know they need to bring $100 in orders. It's all listed on my sheet. So they absolutely know what they have to do with the smidgets. And I just cut them right off of this and give them the smidget that they want. And I usually do about 10 because 10 times 100 is a $1,000 party. So you can have a $1,000 party in one day. I will give them 5 books, 5 order forms, 5 monthlies, so that they actually can go out and get a lot of orders. The other way you can do it is you can tell them that if they bring you $100 in orders, they get to pick off table 1. If they bring you $300 in orders, they get to pick off table 3, and you'll have better gifts as they go up. So that's up to you how you run that. But it is a one-day event, and it takes a lot of preparation now to get all this together for May or for the 1st of May, or you want to make sure you have time to talk to people about it. Another great thing to do in big months like May is you take $150 of products, and I do 150, I don't know, I've always done it that way. It's a lot of Tupperware. Put it in a big plastic bag with a huge bow on it, and I carry it to every party, and I plop it on the floor, and I don't talk about it. And everybody's asking me, what is that? What is that? Oh, I'll tell you at the end. I'll tell you at the end. Well, what it is my highest host in sales that month gets that bag from me free. And you tell them that, and what they do is your hostesses will compete. They'll be calling you. Am I still the highest? No, Susie, she had a few more. She'll go out and get more orders. Then they call me back, and they're calling me. It's hysterical. Just for this bag of Tupperware. Everybody loves to win, and everybody loves to have a lot of Tupperware. A marathon day. You can do 3 to 5 parties in one day, and you know what? It's easy to do when you're organized and you plan it. Now, you don't plan one in Akron and one in Cleveland because that would be a little far, and you'll be a little tired. So you plan 3 parties in one day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you get them in an area where it's quick to drive to, and in the morning you'll do a breakfast party, and then you do a lunch party, and then you do a dinner party, so you get to eat all day, and you don't have to go out once, okay? It takes very good party planning to do it. Again, I send invites just like a real party, and I only take the kit, okay, and maybe something new and the hostess gift. That's all I take, because it's not like I'm gonna be in there for 6 hours, because I'm gonna go to another party. If something happens and you run late at one party, you call the next host and tell her to serve her food first, and then you'll be there at a certain time. Nobody really cares. And then if you're late, you give them two gifts. They don't care because they get 2 gifts. And you know, I did 5 parties in a day, maybe 20 some years ago, and I was really tired by the time the 7 o'clock party came around. So I called her and I said, oh, I'm on my way, I'll be there soon. She goes, well, you're gonna love it. I have $900 in outside orders. Was I tired anymore? No. No, I wasn't tired at all, okay? A really fun thing to do is chicken friend finding. If you are scared to death to do anything, you buy the door hanger bags from Tupperware, put the monthly in and a little flyer introducing yourself. And you start at the end of a street, do it on a weekend because then people will be out when it's nice, and you run. And you put them on doors, but you run because you're scared, you don't want to talk to anybody. And so, I'm gonna tell you, somebody's bound to find out why you're running. And they're gonna come out and talk to you. So, and then you gotta talk to them. And it's great, you know, and like that's how you date a party. And you can do this with your kids, they're all running up and down the street. It's really fun. A driveway party, almost done. A driveway party is really fun too. You call someone up and say, can I borrow your driveway for an hour or 2? And they don't have to go in their house, nobody goes in their home, and you set your Tupperware up. If you have a van or an SUV, you put it in the back of your van at the edge of their driveway. You make about 5 or 6 big signs to stick in the ground, and you put them all over the neighborhood. And she doesn't invite anybody, you don't invite anybody. It's like a stop and shop. But what you do is she serves one thing, either iced tea, lemonade, or just water, whatever she wants. No chairs, they're not gonna sit. They're gonna stop and shop, come look at what's new. You have a drawing for something, you give everybody a catalog, and you leave the balloons that you have on her door, on her mailbox there, leave them there for a week. And all the people that took books in her neighborhood, as they're driving home, they'll stop and grab a book, go home, see what you have new, and you give them a citrus peeler for coming, and then they place their order, they bring it back to her by the end of the week. You would be amazed at how many orders you can get doing that. And it's just fun and simple. A scavenger hunt, and there's a million different kinds of scavenger hunts that you can do, but this is a fun team thing where if you have a unit meeting and you break your people up in 2s, and they go for an hour, and the first team back gets a gift and the second team back gets another gift. But what's really fun is, you know, you pull in a driveway because they, you know, I remember they came out with a Winnie the Pooh Tupperware, and we had to find somebody that had Winnie the Pooh on their house. Well, this lady had a Winnie the Pooh flag. Oh my God, we just pulled the drive, knocked on the door, and said, oh my God, you gotta sign our thing and take a book because you have a Winnie the Pooh flag. And she's like, what? Somebody cutting the grass, somebody that has red hair, somebody, there's all different kinds of scavenger hunts. But they're so much fun because what are you doing? You're laughing, you're having fun, you're growing your business, and you're meeting new customers. And then the last thing is a Cinco de Mayo party, is the first week of May, May 5th. And you want to do a walk and talk and taco Tupperware party. It's a blast. Every day of that week you can do walk and talk and taco Tupperware parties. And the hostess gets those little bags of Doritos or Tostitos, and then you cut them like in a crisscross on the top so they can hold the bag of chips. Then you take your mandolin, you take your chopper, and you take your stack cooker, and you make the ground meat and the cheese grater. You grate the cheese and all the toppings, and then everybody eats that. And it's like a taco party, and you have margaritas. It's a great fun theme. And so to end, I want to share with you that there's, when I do a party, and I did it years ago, is, you know what, you want to feel good about you, because when you believe in you, you can do anything. And you can grow this business to high heights when you believe in you. And so at a party, take a sheet of paper and give everybody a sheet of paper, and at the end of the party, ask them to write down anything that they really liked about your demonstration, and also write down anything they thought you needed improvement on, because you want to be the best Tupperware lady you can possibly be in the field, and that you would love their feedback. And so when you get home from a party, you don't add up the orders and figure out the money. Sit in your chair and read those notes. I'm gonna tell you, nobody writes anything bad. Nobody. And you will feel like $1 million, even if you have 4 people that did it, and everybody does it. And then you put them in a rainy day folder, because we all have bad days when we don't wanna wake up. And if you have one of those days, you wake up and go to your rainy day folder and read those notes, and you will believe in yourself again, and it'll get you out the door to do some of these fun things. Thank you so much.